Hello and good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the animation breakfast stream.
Welcome to Wednesday. We hope you all didn't get too hungover with pancakes from Pancake Day yesterday.
We're currently in the pancake fugue.
The post-pancake world. The pancake-apocalypse. The pancake-apocalypse. There you are. It's really hard to say.
Pancake-apocalypse.
Yeah.
No, it is difficult to say.
Don't patronize me.
Pancake-apocalypse.
Pancake-apocalypse.
Pancake-apocalypse. Is it kick up or
Pancake-apocalypse.
Pancake-apocalypse?
Pancake-opolis.
Pancake-opolis. Pancake-opolis?
No, wait. Pancake-opocalypse.
Anyway, here's
Yeah,
our screens.
Huh?
Here's our screens.
Oh yeah, here they are. I thought they were already up. So you want to do some Girl in the Glim?
Yeah.
And what size should we make it?
1920 by 1080.
Super cinematic.
Oh, we could.
Oh, we could make it 920 by 1080.
Let's make it cinematic.
That is harder to share on things like Instagram
That's true.
and Twitter though.
That's true.
Both of which have constrained sizes. So they can go as long as you want, but not as wide as you want.
So you think 1920 by 1080?
I'm just telling you the facts. We could make it square if we want to.
Oh, we could make it square. Square might be fun, but then... What are you feeling?
I don't know. I was asking you because I thought you might have some opinions.
I would want to go cinematic with it, but we could always... It's a lot easier to crop to a square than it is to take a square and put it out.
True, but I would be a little bit annoyed if you cropped off more than half of my animation because it was cinematic ratio.
Yeah. Choices.
Good morning, Play Repeat. How are you?
Hello.
Did you celebrate Pancake Day?
Oh gosh. I need to fix my webcam.
What is it doing?
That's not the right one. It's uncropped. Let's see. Here's a chat. Hey, Play Repeat. Good morning.
No one in Denmark celebrates. Fair enough. You're too busy cleaning up some animation to have a single pancake party. Maybe you can have a belated pancake party sometime later this week where you can treat yourself to pancakes. Yo, Habbo!
Yo, Habbo!
How are you doing? Did you have pancakes yesterday?
India brought us back pancake. And I had some with some golden syrup.
Yeah, you did. I had some with some raspberries and cashew nuts and brie cheese.
How was that combination of berries and cheese and pancake?
It was good. I like cheese. Cheese is good. Cheese is a good time. Pancake Day sounds very white to you. Well, I guess it is. Yeah, fancy, right? How's your cleanup going, by the way? I hope it's going well. Play Repeat said they were doing some cleanup.
Oh, cool. What were you cleaning up? Was it your act?
Oh!
Dad jokes. Oh, I'm sorry. How dare you? He's an angel. Heck.
Do we have a website at doigswift.com?
Yes. Yes, we do.
It's not working.
What do you mean it's not working?
Not working.
I'm on the wrong aspect. I'm on the wrong setting for this. Whoops.
Wait, is it
No one told
doigswift.com?
me.
That's the one. That's the one. I remember this. Okay, cool. I'm into
Yeah.
it. That's what I wanted.
You're into our own website.
Yeah.
Such hacking, India.
I know. I'm a master hacker, for anyone who didn't know. Aha. Oh.
I had us on the wrong screen there, so I'm terribly
would you
sorry.
do
I'm
this?
sorry. This is a professional production. I was too focused on myself and trying to get the webcam on. You were cleaning up a practice piece that you were going to be putting into your show reel for an application this week.
Oh, nice.
Sweet.
Yeah. Good luck with that application. Hope it goes super well. Are you proud of it? Are you proud of it? You know what? I don't have to animate this upside down.
You don't, indeed.
I could animate it the right way up and then turn it upside down. That'd be a better idea. Anywho, I want to show you guys some stuff. Because Mike and I finished the Samantha thing. There's like one error that means that we need to re-render it. But other than that one error, it's done.
Should I show the final thing?
Yes.
Before you start to go into your stuff.
My stuff?
Yeah.
Well, this is my stuff. That's what I was saying. I would show people.
I know. Should I show them the final Samantha to close that chapter in our lives? Or should I just not and they can see it when it goes on our channel?
That's why I'm bringing it up, is because I wanted to show them.
Okay. Good segue.
Yeah.
Oh.
Stream privileges. Yeah, how about I'm going to do just this panel and then the other panel on this page. So I guess, yeah, I am.
I'll mute it though. It's got a couple of sound effects at the beginning. But here we go. Here we go. I'll move it over here so you can see it. Wow. Here be.
Can you not make it bigger?
Uh.
You have your whole screen to show them it on.
There you go.
There we go.
Or I could do this.
So this is what I'm wanting to do with it. It's just a loop and it's got lo-fi music playing over it.
That's not as good.
And also, the sky changes very subtly.
Yeah, I'll do the. There you go, and we put in a big thank you to you guys.
You've kept us going through the dark times, through the night.
When will it be going up, India?
Hopefully pretty soon. We want to send it over to Ross first, just to get like his approval on it. you know, show him what we intend to upload and check he's okay with it. And then we're going to get Ross his version, because I think he wants to use it for something.
Yeah.
And then we'll be uploading it.
Alright. It's a lot more difficult to put together animated loops than you think. Than I'd have thought. You'd probably think it's about what it is.
I don't know if we did it in the best way, though. Like, I don't know if there's a more... I don't know what the word is. Not instinctive, but I don't know if we went about it in a roundabout way in terms of how we assembled the loop together.
Yeah, maybe. All right, you are now free to tell them about what you're doing.
Oh, I did already.
When?
I'm animating a bit of Girl in the Glim. Just a few shots. Because we wanted something to put on our Patreon and our YouTube page that was about Girl in the Glim. Because I'm going to be working on it later this year. So we wanted to be like, hey, this is what we're working on. And we thought an animated little thing might be a really good way to do that. Considering that's kind of one of the things I can do to drum up interest other than actually make the comic. So
yeah,
we thought it might be a cool idea. And we trying it.
We're being raided, India.
Oh my gosh, back that shit up!
Yo!
And Devin, thank you for the birthday wishes. That's really sweet of you. Back that shit up! Everybody save! Hey Palbro! Hey 7th Chords! Thank you very much for the raid. I'm assuming this raid is from Palbro.
It's a Palbro raid.
We saw you were streaming.
Thanks very much, dude.
I wonder if we'll ever get to raid you.
Oh,
we need to get up earlier in the day to raid Palbro.
We need to... Oh, they're all wishing you a happy birthday, India.
Oh, you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I'm older now.
And wiser.
I grew older.
It was India's birthday yesterday.
It was.
It's India's birth week.
But it can still be my birthday today if you guys want it to be.
Birthday week. We'll be celebrating her birthday this weekend on Saturday.
Yes. On Saturday specifically.
We'll be celebrating.
I thought I had the whole weekend.
This weekend, all inclusive of Saturday.
Oh.
Yo, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Manic
I heard
Nikki.
that sweet sound of the ring.
I think we just got rated again.
Really?
Yeah,
Holy
Gelatin
Capoli.
Guy. Thank you very much.
Thank you. The raids have converged. Everybody fight. It's a bar fight.
So,
oh, you guys arrived just in time for Save Me From Myself, which is this stream's theme tune.
if you are just joining us for the first time or for a time again, we are Doig and Swift.
That's us.
We're an animation duo.
I'm Swift.
She's Swift. I'm Doig. We
animate stuff.
We animate stuff. We work with the Knights of the Light Table.
Yes.
Compared to those guys. And today we're starting a new project. We just started, which is why we're like doing little sketchy things.
Yeah.
So
we were still just like explaining what we were doing, but now we get to explain to all of you guys too. I have a comic that I made, and we're going to animate a bit of it because I'm going to be working on it this year. Can
you show the website again, just to show the comic?
I guess I can manage that.
Yeah.
I have so many tabs, guys. Okay. This is panels from the comic. So Volumes 1 is out, but it's going to get published. So I need to do more work on it, basically. So I'm choosing panels to animate. I'm just going to animate a couple of panels from this main page.
That's one of the first pages, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 And so you'll be continuing to work on the comic later this year. So we're going to make a little like animated teaser based on events from the comic, just to throw some of our animation prowess.
Well, this is the thing that we can do. Like, we're not music composers or sculptors, but we are animators, so we can do this.
Yeah. Seventh Cars asks, who's the cute protagonist?
Her name is Midge. She's a shy young girl who's just moved town, and she kind of gets caught up in a lot of monstrous supernatural stuff. Seven Cores, your ears perked up when you heard music composer. We actually have a little theme tune for it that was composed by a friend, M. Bolto, who did the Game Grumps Variations collaboration. He's the guy who organised that entire thing.
My pride's flared a little there, where it was like he helped arrange it, but I did a bit of the composing too.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Feel free to tell the story.
Fair enough. Yeah, I came up with a little piano melody for Glim, and we passed that along to Mbolto, who managed to make it swell with like an orchestral feel. It's really beautiful. Like, he managed to cover a lot of the like narrative feeling and arc over like 30 seconds, which we'll probably let you hear at some point in the future.
I mean, it's already up on our YouTube channel.
Oh, it is. Oh, it is. Yeah.
If you wanna hear it.
Let me find that. Let me search her channel.
You know, when a dog is like, Bruff.
What would it be under?
I don't know. I don't know. It's got Jove as the thumbnail. Listen to music.
There we go. Go on the Glim theme. Okay. You shush now. And
oh, you're gonna play it?
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
Okay, guys, here it is.
Let me just bring up the music a little bit. Yeah. We can copyright our own stream. Can you guys hear that okay? Or do you need it turned up?
That was Mbolto taking Mike's kind of riff and working it into something more cinematic. If there's ever a reason to make a full Girl in the Glim OST, is so we can have music for the streams. Yep, that's the reason we do it. Just need stream music.
There we go. Okay, that should be back. Yeah, that's not a bad plan, not a bad goal. Because I've seen other creators, like Heartbound, when they're streaming, they have their game OST playing.
Yeah, that's true.
Thing.
But then again, we would have to hire a music composer.
That's true.
And that is expensive. Probably more money than we have.
So I'm getting into the spirit of this project by doing a little midge.
Ah, is that what you're up to? Because I can tell you what the backgrounds are like if you want.
Yeah.
You do have a tornado to do.
That's true.
At some point. I'm not sure how you're going to do that. Yeah, Habbo, that is a no-go now we've got a publisher. Unfortunately, now we have to do things by the schedule of the publisher. I mean, it's fortunate that we're getting published, that's great. But it does mean that we probably can't kickstart right now because all of the publication costs will be taken care of by the publisher. But it's going to be a pretty tight time for us money-wise just because I'm not going to be able to work full-time on other stuff while I'm doing it.
Yeah, our thought was to see our thought would be to see how much we're able to show like behind the scenes stuff while we work on it and get permission almost.
Yeah. Mike's gonna have to be the one doing the full-time work though and bringing in the money while I do full-time and go on the Glim.
India, you should check the peg bar.
Oh? Oh, how come? Oh my goodness! Oh! Look! It's Midge in the Glim! That's so cute! Oh, pal bro, thank you so much! That's gorgeous! Oh, I love it. That's the best. I'll save it. Let's just save it.
Must save.
Must save! Thank you very, very much. That's wonderful. Aww. Hey, you have an animated icon too. The power of Nitro. I forgot that I could do that. I should do that.
You should make a little animated icon.
Yeah.
I could make my bear be like being blown in the wind.
Yeah, you could. I'm excited to tell the next part of the story. I'm also quite scared to tell the next part of the story because I care a lot about it, and I'm hoping I do a good job. I guess time will tell. I love it, Falbro. It's wonderful. Well, even if I don't, I'm gonna have a good time doing it, Abo. And it will be a thing that I can hold in my hands.
It's gonna be really fun working on it again.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It's been too long. I was thinking that I would be working on book 2 straight after book 1. And then our lives kind of exploded with work. Yeah, like after completing the book in 2017, we were immediately contacted by Patrick to start working on Nights That Like Table stuff. So it's been a wild ride since then. Yeah, since then it's been pretty non-stop. But I've specifically asked for a break from Nights after this next project is wrapped for a couple of months so I can focus on doing this. So how's everyone's week gone so far? It's midweek already. We're halfway through. When did that happen? Jeez, oh.
Did you guys work on the Mystic Crystal too? India's directing the Mystic Crystal.
Yeah, we're currently working on it.
Yeah. So it's all go on that front.
Yeah. So I guess that's a slight spoiler as to what this upcoming announcement could be that Dan is teasing, because I can confirm it's not Mystic Crystal. So, you know, that's all I can say. Yeah, pal, I never expected to be directing it, honestly. So it's been an amazing surprise to get to do that. I'm super stoked. Like, the entire team on it are so fantastic and skilled and wonderful. Like, it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's it's really cool to work with so many cool people.
Yeah, not just the animation team, though they are incredible, but also the live action team is amazing. Obviously, Dan and Brian, so much fun to work with. But anywho, it's going to be a little while before that one's ready, guys, because we're still working on it now. So
Habo was like, when's the 2017 Nights project coming out, though?
I can't say anything about anything. My lips are sealed. Everything is NDA. Not done anything.
I was trying to come up with a cool thing to make NDA stand for, but I couldn't and I failed. But that's okay. This is exactly the level of comedy that you guys are here for, right?
Sure. What about not displaying anything?
That's so much better!
Not divulging anything?
That's so much better! Wow, I quit. I quit.
You straight up quit.
You take it from here. I don't have the energy for this. Never diving alone. Night night, Sunrania.
Gek raid? Oh, Gek is Gelatin Guy. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, Gelatin Guy. I didn't properly say hello to you. I think I kind of came into your stream the other day, and if you're still around, Domo Stanton was just sort of like, hey, you should check out this animator, and I was like, okay, cool. But I didn't get to stick around for as long as I wanted. So how's it going, dude? I heard you mention that you were an animator in studios for a bunch. Are you still doing that? Or are you a freelancer now?
Also, the most important question: did you have pancakes yesterday? Hey, T wrong, not right. Don't worry about it. There's no set time you have to come into these streams. Like, we understand you guys have your own lives.
Some guys not had.
But we appreciate you being here.
Pancakes per month. Yeah, I really appreciate you rating us as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Whoa! Thank you for the follow.
Yeah, thank you. To wrong no to T wrong no,
not right.
Oh, okay. That's a good name to try and say.
And try we did. Bold Midge.
Oh yeah, Sound Cards, take care. Thank you for joining the raid and for coming to see us again.
Yeah, thank you. Have a great day. Do all the things that you wanted to. Oh, thank you, Idaho Star.
Yeah, cheers.
Thanks very much. You should show them the Samantha thing that we just finished.
Alright, yeah.
Because we literally just started this project that we're working on right now 15 minutes ago. But we can show you what we previously just finished.
So we're working on one of those lo-fi... If you've ever seen like lo-fi and chill and music playlists on YouTube, we made one based on Rubber Ninja's or Ross O'Donovan's Samantha character. So let me bring down the volume here. You are. So this is it with the final compositing, India's animation, looping. We got some background effect like the lava lamp, and I managed to get the TV flickering effect based on like Mlets and Vice.
Thank you, Mlet. Good friend and art buddy, Mlet. But yeah, it's just a loop, and it goes, and lo-fi music plays. And yeah, as Mike said, it was much harder to do a loop than we thought it was gonna be when we started.
Yeah, because it doesn't all loop as one continuous loop. But I learned about like exporting with the animation codec. I didn't know about that before, but it's really good for like lossless transfer.
Oh, cool, man. Yeah, so this is a 3-minute loop that's looped a bunch of times. We wanted to make a substantial enough loop that you couldn't necessarily tell where the loop end and beginning was.
Cutie Art King Mlet, yep. King of the cuties.
That's him, you know him.
Yeah, that should be going up fairly soon.
Some point soon. Yeah.
Oh, you fanboyed over Brooke for years. Oh wow.
Really? Oh, that's so cool. I had no idea. Brooke's adorable. Brooke is Mlet's like main character that he draws.
Oh, Gelatin Guy. No, it wasn't so much like trying to make the loops join up as monopoles. It was more that like there's about 10 seconds worth of animation and the whole thing is about 20-minute playlist. So we spliced up the little animated actions, and there was cases where like blinks and stuff would be an overlay over the top. But we've also got like a loop for the background stuff, and then India wanted to put in a long loop where the sky changed, so that was an additional layer. So it couldn't just be like 20 seconds repeated over and over. All of her actions, including her button presses, were all like mapped differently. So the hand layer is its own thing. And Indy had little like actions. So I used time remap to like vary up the button presses. So there are doubles in there, but it's spread over hopefully a long enough time that it feels more organic. And yeah, hopefully she feels goopy enough.
You got some eye dots in there too.
Yeah, there's parts where she's like, yeah, little eye twitches, like she's looking at a different thing on the screen.
Tiny 1 pixel eye dots that Mike had to individually drag in as their own thing. Like each animation that takes place is its own thing entirely that had to be stacked on top of the right body.
Yeah.
Etc. etc.
She's like at least 3 layers. But yeah, it all paid off, and I'm really happy with it.
You are. Yeah. I'm so pleased.
I also learned that it is possible to like do a After Effects effect, like a particle simulated effect, and then render that out with transparency, because that's how I did the dust, the little dust mote.
Good to know.
I was worried that
You can have dust motes in the Mystic Crystal in every single shot.
every single scene. That's fine. I'll probably just make a bank of them, and then every night before I go to sleep, I'll be like, render.
I won't really make you do that, don't worry.
But yeah, we'll write about specific on our Patreon coming up.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna close this for now and do some doodle.
Do it.
Also, yeah, the final movie version of it is 30 gigabytes. Because, yeah, I rendered out high quality.
Gotta get that quality. So what's everyone got on today? What's in store for you guys?
Hey, Verdi.
Hey, Verdi.
Welcome to the Animation Breakfast Club.
Yeah, how's it going? Hello.
Oh yeah, pal, bro. I'm definitely gonna try and get myself some new HDDs, hard disk drives. That's what that stands for.
Gotta get me some HDDs.
Gotta get some HDDs.
H double D's, if you know what I'm saying.
Nice.
Thanks.
Welcome.
I'm just the kind of guy who appreciates big hard drives. I like big drives and I cannot lie. You other artists can't deny that when you're working on something and it's taking up space and
It's all up in your face.
you get frozen.
Lag on your hard drive. No buffer room in your CPU.
It's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. I think you're onto something there. If only Weird Al hadn't already done a
And
great
your RAM's
version.
getting rammed. High definition Doig. Verdi, you just missed us showing the final Samantha.
You're gonna have to go back in the stream because I don't think we can justify showing it a third time
No.
on the same stream. On the bright side, though, we'll just be putting it up as an upload at some point soon.
She's like, yeah, that's fine, I don't care.
Whatever, Verti!
I might have
30.
ad-libbed there, not caring.
Habbo got us a very thoughtful present yesterday for
Yeah!
my birthday. That he absolutely didn't need to do, but he did. He got us Smash. So now, Verti, we can smash long distance. We can all smash.
We can all smash together.
All of us. We have a big smash pie. Smash friends. Thank you so much, Hardik.
You know what they say? Friends who smash together.
Stash together. The animation frames and drawings for safekeeping.
Play repeat, you know that PG stands for parental guardian, so yeah, we skirt that line. Like, I feel like I need an adult.
You do. I wouldn't trust kids alone with us. We'd probably get them to do, like, strange and dangerous things.
Like, what?
I don't know, fetch me coffee, child. Make me pancakes on your own unsupervised. Go.
Hey,
I'm too busy.
We can be very educational to children. We'll get them to mature real fast. You want them doing...
That's so worrying.
Yeah. I mean, health in a healthy way,
Yeah?
not in a sudden.
What could we possibly teach children?
How to be more respectful.
Wow! We'll learn them.
Yeah.
We'll learn them good.
Kids in supermarkets have no spatial awareness. I'd teach them that. I'd be just like, okay.
Wow, that is so discriminatory against kids in supermarkets.
When you're walking through a public space, look left and right before walking into this gentleman, because otherwise he'll have the impulse to kick you, and he doesn't want to have
the impulse to kick you is a gentleman you.
No. No.
No children are allowed on this stream.
We would teach them the
No
joy
children are allowed.
We would teach them the joy of art, yeah.
Teach them to never give up on their dreams.
Larry's like, I didn't want to kick you, but you needed to learn, Doig 2020.
You needed to learn respect and supermarket etiquette.
Yeah.
Mike went on such a long rant the other day about the etiquette that should be in place for people going up and down the stairs near our apartment.
Oh, don't trigger me now.
Well, it was just you care so much about it, and it's like you expect everyone to follow these rules that you
Alright, so there's
that
two
you have made up,
escalators.
and no one else knows, but you expect everyone to follow them anyway, and you get really annoyed when people don't.
Okay, there's 2 escalators, okay?
Mm.
And they go down the side of a building. This is a building. Okay?
Yeah,
Okay. Now this is for the people at home.
I'm being their voice.
Okay. And then there's a set of stairs down the middle, but they're
Play
not
Freebird!
important. They're not right important right now. Okay?
Okay.
Everyone following along? This isn't rocket science, and this just makes sense.
Uh-huh.
Here, there is a big dividing, like it's a big post. It looks like this from the side, or something. It's a big thing that is like the shelter structure. Anyway, it means there's a gap here. Okay? I think there's another one like here, and then there's another one like here. So, this elevator goes this way. This elevator goes this way. Now, my etiquette is simply that if you were approaching from this way, you don't use this. You go around. Because people coming off the escalator can only go, like, will come off and they'll turn around and they'll go that way. Okay?
Not always.
Not always. But if they have the option of going that way, then there's a whole bunch of space that they can go off into. Like, they can go any which way.
Unless there's
However,
someone walking that way.
if you were walking this way and you happen to bump into someone here and there are people coming down the escalators, this person doesn't have anywhere to go. They could go this way, but if they're in the gap, it just makes more sense. Less collisions, because this
thing
person
is, though,
doesn't
Mike,
have to worry about who's behind them because they've not been paying attention all the way down the escalator. But if they suddenly have to step back and this person is also going this way or this way, then there's going to be bumping. So
the thing is, Mike,
just don't go this way.
the thing is, Mike,
and
that
it's
people
good.
don't know this. Like, this is your etiquette, but no one else has been told this. But you expect everyone to follow the rules that you have in your head for how people should behave. I offered that I would print out posters for him and put them around the escalators so that people understood the etiquette that he expected of them. But he didn't want me to do it.
No.
So I'm not sure what he wants, because he obviously doesn't want people to actually follow the etiquette because he won't follow through on making posters for it. But he will get annoyed every time they don't.
I'm not going to be that person that sticks up posters.
You're just going to be that
Around-
person who gets annoyed behind people's backs at the fact they didn't follow something that they didn't know about.
Yeah. Like, it's not like we're... It just makes sense to me. Like, you shouldn't cut across an elevator outport.
Outport.
Yeah. You just shouldn't cut across that. Because you won't be going up that way. You will probably be going up this way. So you're not really saving all that much distance if you do that. So you're just being a jerk. You're just being a jerk if you go through there.
Okay, Mike.
This is a very first world problem. Yeah.
Yes. It's true. Mike's annoyed that people aren't using the escalators the way he wants them to. It's okay, Mike. People are going to keep doing it the way they're doing it. And you can keep getting annoyed at them.
Yeah. Not a problem I want to solve.
It's just a problem you want to complain about.
I didn't want to complain about it. told you. You triggered me.
Complain about it every time.
Every time you bring it up.
Every time someone comes up the escalator.
I'm just trying to argue my case.
Uh-huh.
Like, those of you in chat, do you think I make sense?
Leave this one to you guys. Wait a second, did you guys tell me what you were doing today? You guys tell me what you were up to?
See, it
can't
makes
remember.
sense. Erica, Verdi, closing the gap doesn't help anyone.
Helps me.
The gap is useful for people coming off the escalator.
And people getting on.
No. You.
I'm just saying.
You're one of those people, aren't you?
No.
If I wasn't walking with you, you'd use the gap, wouldn't you? That's what this is about.
No, I wouldn't.
You'd use the gap.
I have a sense of loyalty to you.
You've used the gap, haven't you?
No, I've never used it. Well,
You've used the gap, haven't you?
probably.
You're one of those people
Yeah.
who's trying to save time in stupid ways.
Yeah. So what of it? What are you going to do about it?
Mm.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought.
Mm. I'll just get out some paints and I'll paint
Oops.
like an arrow
Arrow!
on the floor.
You could do that. You gap taker. It's true. That's me. Always slipping through the gaps in life.
What would people like to listen to? What sort of style? We got some choices. How about I put on, in the meantime, some of the Slimantha playlist? You okay with that, India?
I'm okay with that.
All right.
You guys can hear what we put on the 20-minute mix. I think I'm going to do her eyes widening. Or I might start with her eyes wide and then have her brows come down. I'm trying to kind of work out what I want to do with this image. How it's best to show the acting and show how she's feeling.
How do you mean?
What do you mean? How do I mean?
What were you talking about? What do you mean?
I'm talking about my animation and how to choose to... what to choose to do with the acting.
Erica has a pet peeve too. Their
Oh, yeah?
only real big problem they have with people is how they act in movie theaters. People pull their phones out all the time and it's so annoying.
Oh, that is annoying.
Do you find, like, I think people's attention spans have shortened to the point where they can't sit still. Like, if they're having to wait for anything more than like 15 seconds, they'll immediately try and engage their brain with like some sort of external stimulus. I broke my phone stopped charging back in November, and that means when I'm out walking or whatever, I just don't have a phone to look at. So if I'm traveling on public transport or whatever, I have nothing to do, which means I people watch instead, and everyone is just their faces in their phones.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I have a phone, but I don't tend to take it out on public transport anyway.
Palbro's like, blasphemy! Which isn't to say that I don't still get that itch to check things. I do, but I get it at the PC now, which is a bad thing, because I'm like sitting in the PC and I'm like, I should check Twitter. I still have that impulse, but I can't resolve it when I'm away from a computer. So I both can observe and also experience that need to feel connected, like you're not missing out and stuff.
The thing I worry most about is that people don't think it's worth doing something if you don't have an audience for it. That's the thing I worry about most, is people saying, what's the point in me doing art or YouTube or uploading like stuff if people can't see it and don't respond to it? I feel like creating things has become so much about the response you get and the likes you get that people have forgotten that they were doing it for themselves to begin with because they enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't necessarily matter if there's anyone watching.
I guess if one of like your early questions and when you're learning to draw or is kind of surrounded about like how do I get my art seen?
We were having this discussion earlier. I'm sorry, I'll let you finish your thought first and I'll ping back.
No, go ping forward, go for it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I was gonna say we had this discussion recently where I was saying that when I drew in school, I was kind of retreating away from people. It was, to me, almost like putting headphones on. Where I was not wanting to be bothered, not wanting people to come over and look at what I was drawing, just wanting to do something I enjoyed and have time alone. But for you, it was the opposite. Like, you were drawing to attract attention to you and try and create a topic for people to engage you in conversation about.
Yeah, well, I was very nervous of talking to people when I was a kid or in high school. I guess I was like a teenager. And so art was a way for me to express myself that people could like visually see. So I didn't mind them coming over and asking me about drawing. But that's like the only part of me at that time that was had any sort of like showmanship around it. Like, I've never understood people who like, oh no, don't watch me draw. I've never had that. It might make me susceptible to the falling into the trap of like, is this worth doing if no one can see me do it?
That's interesting. Like, Hardik saying, I don't like to look at my phone when I'm out, gotta be fully aware of surroundings to feel safe.
Oh.
And Urka says, yeah, totally agree with that. Like, that sounds like you guys are doing the right thing, but I'm also sad that you guys don't feel safe as well. We're lucky in Dublin, things are pretty safe most of the time. For us.
For where we go, yeah.
Yeah, for us and where we go. I don't tend to like pulling out my phone just because I feel like I'm just wasting time. Kind of aimlessly. But you gotta stay safe.
There was
Stay sharp and aware.
there was someone commenting about sharing art on Twitter, and it might have even been Declan, or he was paraphrasing someone else. But it was like being reluctant to show your work on Twitter and things like that, or being like not wanting to seem like spammy or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the phrase was, well, you're not on Twitter for your health.
No, but I'm not on Twitter to push my art forward either.
No?
No.
You're just on Twitter to see art.
Yeah, I was on Twitter for the social aspect.
Gotcha.
Because everyone else was on Twitter. And then it became about finding awesome artists. And then a platform to share my work. But I was never on Twitter because I thought it was a good business decision for my career.
Gotcha.
So even then, that kind of laser focus on, well, we're using it to share our work is kind of alien to me.
Interesting.
You were told to get Twitter because of college. Ugh.
I think I originally got Twitter because I was in a games competition, and around that time they wanted to use Twitter to promote the teams working on games to a wider audience, and so they made each of the teams get a team account Twitter, I wonder if ours is still up.
Oh my goodness. Wow. What a blast from the past.
So that was when I was like, oh, I could get a Twitter as well.
Play Repeat says, pretty sure I got Twitter to talk about Fire Emblem. Hey Akuya. Good morning.
There it is. Oh my gosh, it's still there.
Verti, were you the kind of kid who, like, because you didn't want to be that person who deliberately showed people drawings, but you enjoyed people looking at your drawings, you would make sure you were drawing in really obvious public places to try and encourage people to come and ask you about them?
Here we go. Dared to be a digital team working on the game Quick as Thieves, and our icon was like our character, and he had this massive swag bag. The game was about like stealing stuff from a museum, and everything that you stole would go into this soft body physics bag that would just get larger and larger. The last tweet was the day before, like the day the competition ended, and it's just the Zeds. We're gonna sleep now, and we've been sleeping for 11 years.
Yep. You should post on it. Just, we woke up.
I don't know if I even have the login, but I could be like, Marty, what year is it? I wonder if there's any like.
Oh, Verti, you sound like you have the same kind of thing that Mike does, because that's what Mike said he used to do as well. It's like he would want people to come and talk to him about the art and stuff, so he would try and just draw in front of people in obvious places.
11 years, Marty. I can't do a Rick voice. No, there's. I was gonna be like, where's the images at? Oh man, there are no images. Of course there aren't.
It's Kieran. Hey, how are you doing? Bertie, I can only call you out accurately because Mike just had this conversation with me where he was explaining like how he drew in school and why he drew in school.
Hey Kieran. Oh hey Kuya. Welcome back. We're working on a new project.
Whoa!
India and I are going to be working on an animated teaser for a comic that we worked on a few years ago.
Heck yeah. I'm going to try and make it quite a fast project. You know, because there's not actually all that much animation in these two panels. It's going to be mostly, I'm assuming, Mike doing effects.
Are we in the same room? Yeah, we are.
We sure are.
I can reach out and touch you.
Ah. That's totally fair, Bertie. If anything, it's just cool to hear like how many different reasons people have for drawing.
I might have made Midge's legs too thick.
Shave her thick legs.
I might have.
You always draw her with slightly thick legs, though.
Do I?
Yeah, I kind of like it. Like it's particular to your way of drawing.
Oh, take care, Erica. Erica.
Let's give her a blink. For a blink, we need to anticipate first. I like making blinks really elaborate.
Is she gonna be like closed eyes? No?
Oh, I could. That's a really good idea. That's in the comic. Let me start off with a closed eye pose then.
Cool. Oh, play repeat.
Phew!
Did you say earlier that you had worked in games too? Let me see. You're pretty sure you got Twitter to talk about Fire Emblem. Nice.
You ended up sticking to animation because of the people. This industry is full of lovely, lovely individuals. It's true! I met so many friends through doing animation.
Man,
A lot of them on YouTube.
How about like following your artistic journey and your career so far? Like, it's more understandable for your parents to be like, oh, I'm not sure about like pushing like animation. That seems like a tough thing to do. Like when you were starting out 2 years ago. But in those 2 years, you're now working professionally, remotely for a number of clients. Like, their worries hold less water every day that you work that as hard as you do.
Yeah, I think people are often worried that it's not a stable career because it's from project to project. But, you know, I'd argue that's the same for most companies.
Yeah. Like to give Harbo some appreciation to folks that haven't seen his animation or whatever. Harbo joined us on our streams 2 years ago when we first started out, and almost 3 years ago, India.
Mm-hmm.
We're coming up on the 3-year mark.
It's exciting.
Streamiversary! And yeah, we had just started streaming, and like I think the first weekend, Harbo was like, give me a challenge, a weekend challenge that I can complete between you guys streaming on the Friday and you guys streaming on the Monday. And we were like, whoa, okay. We had to start thinking about like challenges and what would be useful for Harbo particularly, but for folks learning animation. And I think we picked like do an established character that has a character design and give them one gesture that they do. And Harbo picked Samurai Jack doing a yawn. Harbo was demanding. He was like, challenge me! I think that was the same weekend, India, that we went away to stay in Dunleary, if I remember rightly.
I can't remember. It's too long ago now.
Yeah.
I think it's important to know, though, that all of Hardik's progression has been done because of Harbo.
Yes.
Because Hardik has worked really hard and practiced a whole bunch and really challenged himself. And I also think it's important for people to know that it's not unusual to grow super fast if you do that. You know, so I don't want people to be like, oh, well, that's just Harbo.
Yeah.
You know, you guys can do it too. The thing that Harbo has is the dedication and the focus to really like look at what he's doing and be his own critic and choose to do stuff that challenges him and to do it like every day and to be passionate about it. And anyone who is able to be passionate about it to that degree and who cares enough to make sure that they're challenging themselves all the time, they're going to grow super fast. So no one write themselves off.
Yeah, I think that's really, really important and good advice. Yeah, thank you.
No worries. I just don't want people like comparing themselves and getting discouraged through comparison. Like people should look at how great an animator Hardik is and feel super inspired by that.
Yeah.
Definitely not feeling like they couldn't get there themselves. They should take it as a bastion of light and hope.
I think that's important.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. People should be encouraged by other people's progress. I couldn't agree more.
That's one of the aims.
It's incredibly inspiring to see someone like grasp it and just like go for it and then just like grow so super fast. It's wonderful.
Have we thought about making little weekly challenges for babies like you to do?
We did used to do that. Yeah. We did used to do that. Maybe we should start doing it again. At the minute, we have a daily challenge that people can engage in any number of creative ways. Like, it's not just animation. It can be anything. We did used to have weekly challenges where every Monday would reset a challenge. I had a really weird dream. I had a dream that the project we're currently working on, we got a call from the clients and they were like, we need there to be a really elaborate 40-second dance sequence in the middle of this, and it has to have multiple characters all doing this dance. And the dance was with like Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse and Goofy.
Whoa.
It was really odd.
Whoa, India.
Yeah.
Do you think that's your brain sort of like processing real world events into more fantastical ones because you are you're concerned or worried about the meeting client expectations?
There's definitely something there.
Yeah.
Like, I was kind of excited because we received this dance sequence as boards, and the boards were super tight and good, and I was like, we could probably just use these boards as keys if we just stuck super close to them. So I was kind of excited, but also I was kind of like, I'm not sure we can get this dance sequence done in that amount of time. Oh yeah, Kurzak. I especially see people get comically discouraged when they see an artist younger than themselves who's better than they are. And by comically, you mean they get really jokey and self-deprecating about it. And I agree. People put way too much emphasis on the age at which someone does something. People seem to forget that a bunch of the Disney animators who kind of pioneered the craft and who people still look to for inspiration didn't start animating till they were like in their late 20s or 30s.
That's very true, yeah.
It doesn't matter how old you are or when you started. All that matters is what your work, you know, if your work is good and if it makes people happy or if it makes you happy. You know? One of my favourite animators doesn't animate anything except bouncing foxes and baguettes. But it makes so many people happy.
Okay.
You know? Far too much emphasis is placed on when you started and how old you are and how good you are rather than
I think
the really important things.
Yeah, I think people who ask those sort of questions are searching for a reason that they're searching for a reason outside, well, not always outside of themselves, but searching for a reason to not do it. They're like, oh, maybe I'm too old and that makes it okay for me not to do it.
I don't know. I mean, that's people who've never started, I think, who say that they're just too old now to start. But for people who have already been working on it for a while and are obviously very passionate about art, but are just discouraged by the fact that there are animators, you know, much better than them who are, you know, 10, 20 years younger than them. I just say it doesn't matter if they're younger than you. Like, whenever I see an artist who's like much better and much younger than me, I'm just like super inspired. I'm like, holy crap, look how good this person is. They're amazing. I need to like make sure that I can find their animations somewhere and look through them and study them so I can learn from them.
Hey, like, you got to also remember that if someone's younger than you are, they have had in their lifetime so far, there have been so many more technological advancements that they've able to connect to the internet, see art that's inspired them, seen that there's careers possible in the things that they're interested in, and really had like something to aim toward. Whereas the people who are like 10 to 20 years older have had to figure that stuff out and become the people that are inspiring that younger generation.
That's true, but in the end, like the younger generation, even if they have access to stuff, like they're all the animation skill that they've acquired is off their own practice and hard work.
Sure.
But practice and hard work is something that you can do that all of us can do,
Yeah.
you know?
That's one of the aims of both our streaming and the things that we share, is that we want to enable creators or anyone who wants to see that they themselves are able to make the kinds of things that not only we make, but they want to make as well. We want to enable them to find the tools and find the skills and develop the attitude that they can make the things they want to make.
Yeah, it's more like we're just trying to give a peek into the process of how we make things, so people can see that we don't have everything together and we do a lot of winging it, and that there's not really a secret formula. You know, this stuff you can just do it because you want to do it. You can just make stuff because you want to make it.
Yeah, that was something I recently discovered. Adam Phillips streamed on Twitch, and he's been world building and making little animated shorts of Brackenwood for years. And I remember watching his Flash animations back in university. Just they made me realize that someone could make things. Like, they were just making their own stuff. And because probably previous to that, it was like, oh, you worked as part of a studio and the studio made stuff. But like, he was just doing it all himself. He's like a powerhouse.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people kind of feel like they have to wait for permission to make their thing. Like, they have to wait until their thing is popular enough, or they have to wait until they've got good enough at animation or good enough at drawing to do the thing. But they don't realize that the very act of trying to make it is going to give them the skills they need to make it.
Yeah.
And that the best thing to do is just to start.
Yeah, waiting to be good enough is such a trap. Such an alluring, like, well, I don't want to put my effort into this thing because I know I won't like it. And
yeah, I'm just going to focus on drawing for this next year and then I'll do it. But you're never going to feel good enough is the trap. You know, when have we ever felt good enough at art? You're just going to have to shoot for it and hope that you hit close to the target. But the act of shooting for it and trying to get there will show you where you're falling short.
Yeah.
And then allow you to get closer next time, because you'll know what it is. You'll know, oh, my solidity is the problem. I need to like work on that. You know, or oh, my storytelling isn't great, or my boarding wasn't up to snuff.
I think, Pablo, with your question of like, I'll start with smaller projects before tackling the big ones, but when to shift, I don't know. I think if you've done a small project and you've completed it, if your next project is similar in scope, then push a little bit further with the next one, and then complete it, and then push a little bit further with the next one. So rather than thinking of a collection of small projects, think of it like building momentum. Because I think you make your best work when you don't feel quite ready for the next thing. Like, it's like, oh, I'm not sure if I can do that. And you do it and see that whether you could or couldn't. Because it's not a guarantee that you will be able to do it, but you definitely learn something from the experience.
Yeah. For sure, because you're not retreading old ground. I'm a giant advocate for small projects, for tiny projects. I think you can learn so much from doing a bunch of small things that target specific areas. Doing like a 5-second fight.
Yeah.
Or a perspective shot or something. Like little small things, I think can really hone your skills super fast. You could always try breaking your project down, your big project, into smaller things. You know, breaking a big project down into shots, or into, I just need to do, you know, the boarding pass for the first 10 seconds can make it feel much more manageable. Because then, in essence, it is a bunch of small projects.
That's true. Like,
in which you're practicing different skills.
you could see all the steps towards a final animation as small projects into themselves. Like, oh, I've never boarded 30 seconds before. Or, oh, I've never boarded 15 seconds before. Okay, I've boarded 15 seconds. I've boarded 20 seconds.
Yeah. Just about knowing how to break it up. Oh no, Val, I'm sorry. You're going to bed every time we stream for breakfast. It's 1 a.m. there. We're so sorry. It's 9 o'clock for us in the morning.
I think that's a really good idea, Tib. Learn to use Blender's grease pencil by storyboarding with it.
Yeah, that is a good idea. Also, please tell Emlet that he's very welcome. Night night, Val. I really want to try the grease pencil. It looks super fun. Maybe the project after this?
Maybe. Maybe you could do some shots for this in Blender.
Maybe. I mean, there's only 2 shots in this, as far as I know.
For this teaser?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Is that right?
We're
We're just going to do her blinking and then the pull out with the
Yeah.
tornado, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
For now.
For now. I do want to do an entire Glim trailer, guys, and I started boarding it, but I got stuck. So maybe I'll go back to that at some point soon.
You said previously that you find it hard to board on stream.
I do. I could try it again. I think one of the problems is that I'm boarding things I haven't, like, drawn yet. Like, a lot of scenes that are from later parts in Glim, I've never drawn before. So I'm not 100% sure of the scenarios and such yet. That's an interesting metaphor, Tib. Tib says, it's strange because I know Blender like the back of my hand, but grease pencil is like a whole new finger's been added to my hand.
The 6th finger. How's this midge looking at you?
It looks great. Also, Verti, you work super hard. So, you know, you should definitely let yourself play video games in your free time.
Vidya.
Like, that's something that I think all animators need, is a little bit of time to just relax on the weekends. Do some stuff for fun. I mean, not that animation isn't for fun, but do some stuff which you don't feel like you're delivering something or having to work on something. Get on the good Netflix series. Oh man, Abo, I'd love that so much. Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Hide a Glim in the background of Mystic Crystal, please.
Oh my gosh. Is that too self-indulgent? I feel like that might be a bit too self-indulgent.
India, you gotta embrace these chances when you have them.
Why?
I don't know.
So that people can feel like years later I was using their project as a vehicle for my own IPs. I like it though. I can't deny that I like the thought. What about you, Habbo? What would you like to do next? Like, do you have something that you definitely want to do in the future or work on? Whether it's a video game or a series, or whether you want to like direct something.
Yeah, Habbo.
I wanna know. Can you tell me? What's everybody's dreams in chat?
Oh.
Yeah, I went there. Everybody tell me what's your like ultimate desire for something that you would like to have a hand in or work on or create? I said it and now we can't close the box, so you all have to tell me.
Yeah. We're a big believer in trying to help people accomplish their dreams.
Revival it is! I mean, I don't know how much we can help, but we can definitely like encourage you guys. And if we ever see anything where it is something that we can help with, or like a chance that we can be like, guy, look at this,
do you remember,
then we totally will.
Do you remember years ago when I said, Tib, I'm going to get you a Dan hug? And everyone was like,
oh my gosh, Mike.
Yep, sure. Do you know what the first thing Tib said to me after we like met with them?
I think I remember, yeah.
She's just like, thanks for the hug, Mike, or something to that effect. And I was like, yeah.
That was incredibly cute. You guys are incredibly cute. And yeah, you're right. Like, obviously we want everyone to achieve their dreams, so if we ever get any chance to help people, we will. See, so Bertie wants to be a cartoon showrunner. Heck yeah! Tib wants to make a simulator ride at a theme park that's 100% hand-drawn animation. That'd be so radical!
Hey, Starry Summers.
Play repeat, make horror animation a more mainstream thing in the West. Palbro wants to make animated music videos. Oh-ho! Kurzak just wants to finish their short film. You can do it, Kurzak. We believe in you.
Is that the short film with the circus characters?
You got this. Levival wants to live like Tove Jansson did in the countryside, writing and drawing my own stories, surrounded by animals and growing your own food. That sounds so idyllic. Holy crapoli, that sounds wonderful. Oh, really, Palbro? Palbro saw Starlight and was like, that's what I want to do.
Oh, cool.
That's awesome.
That's really difficult, though. You should maybe reconsider, pal.
It nearly killed us.
Now, get a good team behind you, and
yeah,
anything's possible, dude. Go for it.
Get a good team and all be passionate about what you're doing. And don't be sensible. The best advice I can give you.
There was a lot of individual and group sacrifices that went into making Starlight Brigade.
Yeah, the team put in way more hours than they needed to for that, because they all really cared. I mean, Tib will tell you. Tib is here. But yeah, it's something you can totally do, because we had a very small team. At the beginning, the team was only 3 people.
4.
5 including Pat. But
yeah.
It's
like, who's the 4th one you forgot?
Well, I wasn't counting me.
Ah, okay.
So I was just like,
I would have counted you.
Well, I mean, if you're counting me, then 4. But at the beginning, it was just Tib, L, Mike, and myself. And then we definitely needed the help that we got from the rest of our pals.
Don't get a production manager if you want to be unsensible. Yeah.
Production managers are so helpful, though. So important. Help keep you on track. They're like, this is a schedule. Try and stick to it. And then you do.
Fortunately, we had clients who were like, we don't want to rush you, and we understand it will be done when it's done, but if you could give us a sort of idea. And we're like, Okay.
The clients were absolutely wonderful. The main thing they gave us was a huge bunch of artistic freedom with it, which was incredibly cool of them. And they were incredibly cool the entire way through.
They're still cool.
Yes, they are. More cool, even.
One might even call them groovy.
Starry Summer says, I honestly want to be able to make a small animation one day. All I've done so far is little blinking animations of waving and like a few second animatic things. Oh, well then you can do that totally. Like, you could do that today. There's nothing holding you back. You've got this. Halbo says, I've no idea. I just want to keep animating on my own things and with friends. Other than that, I've more non-animation goals for now, like getting more confident and stuff. That sounds great, Habbo.
Habbo says, like, I want to do a little series of small cinematic one-off shots with different little stories and nice environments and stuff, so I got to learn painting. That's a really cool goal.
Oh, that is really cool. Oh, I'd love to see that. Yeah, I have a bunch of little passion projects I want to work on now. Like, I think what I would really like is to be able to make more spontaneous stuff again, because I've done a couple of really big projects in a row now, and by big I just mean like very long and involved, and I'd like to be able to make small things like this on the morning streams again and put some more time into them. Like, not just put morning stream time into them, but actually take a couple of months off and just make some fun animations that I'm kind of super into and just making for the pure pleasure of making them. Because I miss doing that.
Yeah. Well, that's why working on this Glim thing now is really important for you.
Yeah. Because working on big things is amazing and fantastic, and I love it, and I love the projects I'm working on. But also I miss the freedom that comes with feeling like you're not having to deliver things to people. So you can kind of just focus on pushing your skills and making fun and bizarre things happen with animation. Little passion project.
Question, have you worked on the next NSP video? Will Knights of Light Table share whips and stuff like you did with Starlight Brigade?
I think Knights are hoping to share whips on all of the projects that we are working on.
Yeah,
So,
we can say that.
It's actually... Sorry, go ahead, Mike.
I was just going to say, we can say that we're working on the next NSP video now.
Yeah. It's difficult to say if we're working on the next one, to be honest, though, because NSP have a bunch of artists that they work with.
That's true, yeah.
And they have a bunch of songs that they might be doing videos for that we might not know about.
That's true. Okay, we can confirm that we're working on Mystic Crystal.
Yeah, but we can't confirm like anything else, because like we've seen a ton of amazing animated music videos come out of even our friends making them, and we had no clue that they were making them until they got released.
Yeah, that's true. Do we keep a list of projects you want to do, or just have flashes of like, yeah, that would be cool, and if you have the opportunity, you do it?
We do keep a list, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
When we think of something that we really like, oh, I really want to do that, I tend to write it down somewhere so that I can remember and it doesn't go off my head.
It's interesting, like, animation can be coupled with storytelling, and sometimes you feel ready to tell that story, and sometimes you come up with an idea for a story about like maybe a life situation you're going through at the time, and then you aren't able to work on it for the time, and you kind of move on and learn a new life lesson, and then that story becomes more poignant and important for you to tell. I think sometimes you can breeze past those stories if you're not careful. I don't know where I'm going with that, but I feel like I came up with a bunch of story ideas that I wanted to do when I was a teenager that I've since like figured out and moved past in my life. So like returning to try and tell those stories, I'd be in a like a reflective, maybe it'd be good if I'm more reflective. I don't know where I'm going.
Maybe, yeah.
my list of projects is generally India's list of projects,
I
which bugs her
don't-
sometimes.
Yeah, I don't want that to just be the way. I don't want to feel like I'm just dragging you around.
I think you feel like you're dragging me more than you are, but I know that my temperament and my like sometimes I can get a little bit kind of stuck in my own head where I'm just sort of like going through like a logic list rather than being motivated or being like, okay, cool, we're doing this thing next. I'd be like, all right, okay, I have to do this thing next. And my low energy is not helpful for you in those times.
No, but more than that, just like I really appreciate you working on stuff for me, and I would never like want to not work on something with you because you bring so much to every single thing that I make. But I also like want you to be making the stuff that, because I know you have a bunch of stories in your head, and I want you to be able to make this like some of your own stuff as well. I don't want you to always be so busy with my stuff that you don't make time for your own ideas.
I get that. It's hard to couple things, because we've got like our a 9 to 5er with Night's project, and then we've got our downtime and our personal time, and then if I'm collaborating with you on one of those, then that does become my personal project. So it's hard to fit in a personal project around a personal project around, you know, like if I'm working with you on something, then it becomes my personal project too.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I just like sometimes I feel bad because, you know, I just don't want to feel like I'm the one who always makes all the calls and you don't get a chance to.
I get that.
You know, even if the project is my project, I want you to feel like choosing to work on it is your decision, not something that you're obligated to do, I guess.
Yeah. That was one of the ideas of my story at one point. There was rather than good and evil being the spectrum of the world, the balance of the world, there were responsibilities
And obligations?
Yeah. I'm writing it out, but responsibilities is a long word.
Sorry. I couldn't see your
and
screen.
Obligation. So it kind of like coupled between things like motivators that you wanted to do and motivations that you felt like you had to do. Because at the time when I was writing this, I felt like I was splitting my energy and my life between these two sides. Even if dealing with the same problem, like I started to get split between these two. And then I had personification of obligations to try and give them physical forms in that world. And they kind of split into like villain characters. There was fear was one of them. Like feeling like you needed to do something because you were scared of the alternative, or guilt was one. Wrath was one. I think there was also perfection.
Good morning, George.
Then there
Hello.
was one more, I feel like. Oh, geez, I've forgotten. Ah, well.
George, thank you so much for the birthday drawing. That was
things
really
on the
cute
other
of you.
side were things like truth, etc., etc. Love.
Love. What is love?
That was back when I was studying conceptual metaphor for my honors and stuff. Fun times.
Oh, Levival, you're totally welcome. Thank you for asking about it. We're super honoured that you would want the Zelda print in your house. That's super cool.
Apologies again for the delay in replying to you. I think there was a point where I did a bunch of like adding a whole bunch of follows to people on Twitch, and in our Gmail, the same tab that our website contact thing goes through goes into the same tab as like this person's went live, and I did a big clear out of that the other day, and I was like, oh shit, there's these 2 emails. Okay, I'll reply to those immediately. Oh. Yeah.
It was a very busy day, George. It was a day full of busyness, but I'm going to celebrate properly on the weekend, I think. And by celebrate, I mean put on my pajamas and sit in and probably play computer games.
Is the Zelda print going on our shop? It is.
Yes, we intended to put them up after Thought Bubble, and then I guess we didn't. But we still have them all here.
If that's one thing that we can be really guilty of,
actually,
following through on. I'm really bad at following through.
Yeah, you are.
Like really, really, I find it a real challenge.
You just get distracted so easily.
Yeah. I feel like I take on too much, but at the same time, I still have big gaps in my time where I procrastinate. So.
Who knows? But I did just realise that one of the reasons we probably didn't put them on the shop is because we haven't found a reliable way to ship posters yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like we can buy tubes for them, which protects them really, really well. But because the tubes are expensive, it puts the postage and packaging up, which people don't like. Or we can just buy flat A3 envelopes, but they bend super easily.
Yeah, we sent one to someone and it got damaged, so we sent them a replacement.
Yeah. So...
Yo, thanks for the follow.
I guess the only solution is just to make the packaging more expensive and to go with the tubes. Because I'd rather people just receive things in good condition. But then some people also don't like that they get rolled inside the tubes.
Yeah, that's true.
Rolling
them inside the tubes keeps them the most protected. Though.
Yeah.
But then you have to
But people are annoyed
them.
that they receive them and they are,
But yeah, Cromelar, how's it going today? Can I infer from your name that you are also an artist? We like them.
They're alright.
That's our tribe. Sonic coin sound, of course.
Of course.
It's not a coin, Birdie. It's a ring.
Yeah, it's a ring.
Come on.
Jeezo.
Come on.
You missed free pancakes. How could you?
Oh, yeah.
You corrected yourself. You were too late. You'd still invoked our ire.
I'm not gonna read your corrections. Trashbot filters out stars. He doesn't.
He doesn't.
Kieran saying, guys, really, you do so much. I think part of the reason that things get juggled and dropped is because we are stretched so thin.
Yeah. To anyone who's ever sent us a message that we haven't replied to, or that I personally haven't replied to, I'm really sorry. It's not because I don't care, or because I'm annoyed or something, or it's just because I'm terribly forgetful as a person anyway, and things just slip through the cracks sometimes. Because I tend to have a lot on my plate.
Here we go.
Nowadays.
Do the midge.
But hopefully, later on this year when we've wrapped the big project up and I've taken some time away from nights, I might have a little bit more brain space for stuff.
You
We'll see.
you were talking to me the other day, India. and
Was
you-
I?
Yeah.
Sounds unlike me.
You you never talks to me off the stream, you guys. As soon as you hit
Yeah.
stop streaming, she's like, well, bye then.
The entire friendship is just for the stream.
She's a good actor, huh? You just told me all of the things that you had to handle and do.
Was this when I was getting really stressed and I was like, I've got so much to do?
Yeah. Well, it was a lot.
Yeah. I think I probably missed some stuff as well.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so like, to give you an idea, she was like, okay, I have to direct the new cleanup artists and animators that are joining the team for Mystic Crystal. And, what was it? You had to get back to Studio Mala about working on the bean. And you've been teaching at the animation skill net once a week for the past 5 weeks. And yesterday was your last day. And you,
Need to edit a bunch of stuff.
you need to edit episodes for Pokemon.
I need to chase up some people about some live action stuff. I need to do the Patreon post. Oh gosh, I need to do the Patreon post.
we need to do the Patreon post.
But I won't torture the chat by just listing off everything. But
But it made
either way, I'm very sorry if I haven't replied to messages.
it made me realize just how overstretched you were.
I'm like a super stretch Armstrong. I'm sure that other people would be able to handle it.
Oh, awesome. We got a Patreon pledge.
That's amazing! Just now!
Yeah. From Cromwell.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. I'm like, seriously, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. As I said, I am intending to put a Patreon post up soon. It's on my to-do list.
Did that come up? I have alerts for that. Comes up in the top right. But yeah, amazing. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. But yeah, anyway, I'm sure other people would be able to handle it fine. But as a person, I'm used to just animating and just having that and just doing it kind of behind the curtains. I still don't feel used to directing stuff. It still feels like a very new world for me. So I'm just doing my best to muddle through each day as best I can.
Hey, Alconte. Here we go. What was I gonna say? Oh, that was it. This is stupid. Restream just gave us a little award.
What?
Yeah.
We got an award!
Look at this little...
You guys!
This is like in the chat. I don't think it displayed on the stream, but it's like, congratulations, you've received 1,000 messages today with Restream chat.
Oh, who was the 1000th message?
Tib, I guess.
Tib! You're our 1000th message. How do you feel?
How do you feel?
How do you feel?
This award goes to Tib.
This award goes to Tib for helping us to reach... Well, this award goes to all of you for helping us to achieve 1,000 messages. But Tib, as the person who delivered that 1000th message, how you feeling?
The 1000th message was from Tib. Verdi, you have the right idea of what a proposal should look like.
Oh,
Wait, I need to backtrack.
Spicy stuff.
That sounds like a proposal, Tib. Let's backtrack. What if chili dog wrapped in a pancake held together with a ring?
I don't like it. Feel like you guys misused your power of messaging. We trusted you. This is what you've done. I can't believe you'd humiliate us like this in our 1000th message.
I'll take care, Laura.
See ya! Have a great day!
How's your animation frames going, India?
Oh, sure. That's an answer.
How's it going, India? Oh, sure.
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 Oh, sure. Stop laughing. No, don't laugh at me.
But I love your old woman voice.
Oh, what's my old woman
You
voice?
just did it. Oh, sure.
That's an old woman voice to you. Interesting.
Well, you did a sort of like American Diner-esque. Well, not American Diner. American-esque noir dame voice as well.
Did I?
Yeah. Say "oh sure."
Oh, sure.
See? American dame.
I guess. Guess so. Anyway, how's the animation going? It's going okay. It's going okay. It's going okay.
It's going okay.
Yeah, I'm just trying to do the thing and make sure I'm moving the right things so that it gets the feeling I want. Yes.
Ooh, we're working on Glim again.
Ooh.
I'm gonna add so much like feeling of depth and stuff to the background on this shot that you're doing.
So we want a big delay between the eyebrows and the eyes so that the eyebrows come down after the eyes do.
Do.
Oh, you have one more particular dream, says Verti. And that's to eventually make people cry with a story you make. You just want to make people sad. That sounds like a good dream. Touch people's emotional cores.
Hey Francis, India and I are working, well, India more than I. India's working on a shot for a Glim animated teaser.
Yeah, both of us are working.
Is the second book going to have a lenticular printed cover that animates as you turn it open?
Oh, I'd love that so much. If I did
Probably.
lenticular prints, I could do all the kids and the Glims. And the Glums.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
Yeah. All the kids and the particular Glums that they have. That would be amazing.
Have we ever shown the little Glim doll, that Glim plush that we received last year on the stream yet?
I don't know if we've shown it on the stream. We've called it out on Twitter.
Okay, we'll do that soon. We need to tune back in to see a cool plush. But I have to go and find it, and I don't.
I think it's just on the chair behind you, but
Really?
ah. It is for the comic.
The person asking whether it's from book 1 or book 2, it is the first page of book 1.
Yes. So, no spoilers, basically. It's the least spoilery thing you can get because it's literally the first panel. Not that it's easy to spoil much about the first book anyway, considering there aren't many answers given. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da.
I still haven't watched Violet Evergarden.
I haven't watched the movie. You need to watch it, dude. It's beautiful.
It's one of those things that you watched without me.
Yeah, I couldn't wait. I don't think you understand how beautiful the animation is.
I understand how beautiful.
Not just that, but the way it's directed and everything is amazing.
It's alright. No, I'm kidding. It looks
It's
amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Was Violet Evergarden KyoAni?
KyoAni.
KyoAni?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sure was.
Now I definitely got for it.
You know what else was KyoAni?
What?
K-On!
Oh, I need to watch that as well.
Yeah, you do. You need to watch more Karen with me. You need to watch cute girls eating cake together and having a good time. The series.
Let's catch up on Isaac-in this weekend, India.
Okay, and then we've got Haikyuu as well that we need to watch.
Fuck. Volley boys.
And we started Cowboy Bebop.
India.
Yeah.
So after Habbo got you Smash yesterday, and then you headed off to teaching, I was like, okay, I'll try and download it for you on the Switch so that it was ready for you to play.
Mhm.
But we need an SD card.
Yeah.
So then when I closed the software. This is a long-winded story to get to the point where
I'm interested as to where this is going.
one of the NES classics that got downloaded after I closed Pokemon wasn't a volleyball game.
Okay.
But upon discovering what the new games were, I saw that there is a volleyball game on the NES.
Okay.
And I thought it might be fun to do as part of a stream or something, or a one-off, a game where we attempt to play volleyball on the NES
Nice to
together.
receive.
It's so fucking hard.
Rolling Thunder. It's hard.
It's so difficult to play.
Did you play it?
I did.
You played it.
I played it without you. Because I didn't know what it was going to be until I played it.
Can't believe you would do that on my birthday. I mean, I'm up for playing Volley Boys. I just want to be a volley boy.
You could be a volley girl in it as well. There's girls and there's men.
I'm not interested.
You don't want to be a volley girl.
I'm only joking. Yeah. I bet you can't play with mixed teams.
No.
Slap the game.
Come on, though. At least there was. Well, I suppose volleyball is. Nah, I was gonna say something, but I'm not gonna stop.
Are you going to say something that's going to make me angry at you?
Well, when I think about people playing volleyball, I usually think of girls playing volleyball
On the beach.
on the beach.
In bikinis.
Mhm.
Just like in all those teen movies I've seen in America.
Yeah, Francis, switch to Twitch. Conversion.
Conversion 2.0. Doig and Swift 2.0.
I did notice that, when I said something and Verdi responded really, quickly, I was like, oh, cool, less lag.
Yeah, that is cool. I agree.
Yeah,
With Kyoani Talk, we were just... I mean, what can you say other than chef kiss moi, amazing animations?
See ya, Habbo.
See ya, Habbo. Have an amazing day, dude.
Yeah, we did a poll recently, which was to ask what people thought. It was people in our community on YouTube, what they thought about us switching to streaming to Twitch exclusively. We got about 60 votes with I think it was 60
40 basically.
40 pretty much, splitting the votes toward moving to Twitch, and I think that's going to be happening now.
Yeah, I think it's going to be happening now. Since we did that poll, and I wasn't expecting there to be that many people wanting us to go to Twitch, especially given that it was on the YouTube side.
Yeah, it was a YouTube vote.
I do feel bad though, because there are a couple of people who are like, I don't use Twitch at all. So, you know.
Palbro's like, I'm gonna be rating you so hard.
Thank you.
Yeah. So hopefully our community will move with us. We'd appreciate those that do. We understand if you don't wanna. Yeah, Alconte says there's less lag here, which is why I came here. I think that is one of the best benefits of Twitch, is being able to talk to you more directly. Because India and I, we're chat hawks. We like to respond to people. So
Chat hawked is a good way to put it. I like that.
Remember the notification video idea for getting people over?
Yeah,
I tried making one of those just to see if I could record it with OBS. Good results. It's really goofy though.
Yeah, we're thinking we'll do it with webcam.
Is there stuttering on YouTube? Oh.
The stuttering on YouTube?
Yeah, apparently.
Really? Oh, come on. See if I can cheat this eye a little bit.
You're looking forward to the goofy vid.
Yeah. We were thinking we'd just maybe do a fast stream before we start in the morning to YouTube, just to say to people we're going over to Twitch. And then that VOD can act as a little video.
Yeah. I like what Ross does with Twitter as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Verdi, appreciate all the clips. I'm thinking of
We sure do.
I'm thinking of putting up the Tanuki clip today.
Oh, the I see.
Yeah, the one where you wanted to move your massive bowls out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Classic moment. Good time.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. You were laughing so hard.
I'm still laughing. I never
Stop laughing!
I never stop. I'm fairly happy with this drawing.
Good. You should be.
Good.
Good. I'm glad. Good for you.
Verdi, that's because she said balls. She straight up just said it.
I didn't. I would never say
You
that.
did.
That's so vulgar.
Let me just move my massive balls out the way.
I'd never say that.
You did.
That sounds so unlike me. I think you must be lying.
There's proof. Oh, I forgot her little her hoodie ties.
How could you forget her little hoodie ties?
And I also need to make sure that her hair goes into her.
Please stop, Toon Boom. I pressed that by accident.
Because I had them like coming down here. Tension of it.
Just put all these on 3s because 3s are great.
You are my sunshine.
You are my sunshine on a rainy day.
India didn't realize that this was Did we keep this in? think we might have.
No, I don't think we did.
Okay.
I think I asked you to take it out. It
might be in.
I suggested putting my butt in the arcade to play too. That was different. That was a supplement. Is that what you call them? There's a word for
What?
them. Well, the things you put up your butt. Like the medical thing.
Supplementals? Supplement?
No, I don't think it is supplements. I think I'm mixing it up.
Suppository.
That's the
one.
That's the one. You did it.
Take your supplements. No, not those guys.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
I knew it was.
We should have known you'd know, chat.
What are you inferring, India?
That's the one.
Yeah, you were talking about the moonstone.
Yes, I was. Which is a suppository. I'm just speaking medical fact.
What are you supposed to do with a suppository?
Aha!
That was a birdie joke.
You are my sunshine on a rainy day.
The way she sings reminds me of like 1930s Disney heroines.
Can you do that like thing?
No, I'm too full of bread.
You duck.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Pigeon
I
fart.
ate too much bread this morning and now I can't do anything.
I didn't realize you'd have breakfast.
Yeah, I had an egg sandwich.
Whoa! Where'd you get the egg from?
The fridge.
Did you cook it?
No. It was ready sandwich filler, you know, that you buy in the
Oh.
carton.
Okay. Okay.
Francis, thank you. Do we ever listen to Postmodern Jukebox? No. What is that?
We should though. Sounds great.
Gotta squish that head. Squish it good.
Speaking of voices, Altler says my voice matches my Discord icon exactly.
Does it? I don't know what your Discord icon looks like at the moment. Ooh, swing versions of contemporary music.
I think
I like the sound of that.
Verdi, you have a really really good ability to caricature the essence of people.
This is
when
true.
you draw them. Like I've seen you draw yourself and I've seen you draw Elle, and you have a really good way of capturing like both of you. Yeah, like it's defeats the whole.
She takes a whole egg and places it between slices of bread. How do you make an egg sandwich?
I think that implies that you also have the shell.
Yeah. How do you make an egg sandwich? Shell's the best part.
Here's
Full of fibre. Yeah, play repeat knows, so shell's where the nutrition is.
for the protein.
Fool.
I just imagine you having like this and then like flat.
No, you have to crunch through the shell on the bite.
Oh.
The way it works. Get that anticipation in. She needs more anticipation. More anticipation.
Don't even know what I'm doing with
What are you doing with my hand?
Looks more like
Lovely.
I like giving you short stubby fingers.
Yeah, you do, and I don't. I have really long fingers
Yeah.
that I'm proud of. I'm
Oh,
proud of
okay.
my spidery hands, and you always give me like baby hands. Creeps me out.
Here's in the other.
It's like twigs. It looks like an evil witch's hand.
You do. You have witchy hands,
Okay, well, thank you. I'll take it. I'd rather have witchy hands than baby hands.
and then you have like tiny fists. Tiny.
Tip, I'd say you're very drawable, actually. Like, long, straight hair, slightly over one eye. A poncho, of course. Elegance personified.
Repeating.
Some people would describe you as regal. Yes. Oh, thanks for posting your dudes. Your doodles.
Oh, a doodle.
Post them dudes.
Oh, that link worked. Yeah. Look, it's us.
Hell yeah. Did you have a ponytail back then?
Might have. I must have. They are so good. Surprised. I think Sean surprised us all with his haircut back then.
Was that when we saw him with short hair for the first time?
I feel like it might have been.
And we were like, your hair!
I feel like it might have been, yeah.
Never seen him with short hair before. He looks good, but I'll always miss his pigtails.
I like his like caricature of himself where he's got like little Mickey Mouse type ear thing.
Yeah, little taily. Big tailies.
I can't remember what he does for his nose. Does he give himself a nose?
Yeah.
What's his nose like?
Can't remember what he does for his nose.
Don't know. I love the way he does his mouth. But... what does he do for his nose?
You'll have to have a look.
Paper. Shout out for Paper Bag. I love his stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Images. Oh, he's got a sausage nose. Wait, no. In the one I'm thinking of, he just has no nose. That's fun. Oh, it's the glasses and the beard. He gave himself a nose here, though.
Oh, geez, oh! It's nearly 10 o'clock.
Nearly 10 o'clock.
We have to go.
Give the glass. Wait. Yeah.
Made some progress. The hair is going to be the main player in this animation. Because her hair is going to be blowing all over. I'll probably do a settle down after this. I think. Nearly 10 o'clock. It's true. And we'll start with a zoom in and we'll pull out. So we'll be like, oh.
Yay, 5 a.m. All right.
Oh.
It's time to call the stream then.
What time is it? It's stream end time. It's our vacation.
What time is it? It's stream
Party
end time.
That's right. Say it loud.
It's time to wish everyone a good adventure.
Good adventure. I did it.
yeah, we really appreciate you coming along, keeping us company, keeping us laughing. We will be back in 2 days' time on Friday.
Yes.
Same time slot.
Same time, same place. I'll try and finish off Midge's face animation and move on to the hair.
Yeah, let's see who we can raid. I'm willing to take suggestions too.
Yeah, let's see who's around. Who's available. Who gonna get raided?
Oh, Caro Kerosene is raiding. She's she does some really cool like fantasy art paintings and not portraits, like figure drawings and stuff.
All right, let's do it. Oh, right.
What should we have as our raid?
I like the name of her stream. Painting the 2019 winner in Extreme Plushy Corgi Mountain Climbing.
That sounds amazing. Yeah.
Adventure.
Yeah. Let's say, hey, may the rest of your stream be filled with adventure.
Okay. It's a very long grading shout, but okay.
Okay, fine. Just adventure.
Adventure!
Okay. Thank you very much for joining us today. And we'll catch you on Friday.
Yes.
Take care, everyone.
Bye-bye. Wait, and may the rest
Of your day
be filled
with
adventure. That was a close one.
Take care, everyone.
Bye-bye. Bye, nerds. Thank you, Bertie.
Thanks, Birdie.
Thank you for calling me a nerd.
We're still on audio.
Oh!
Goodbye, everyone.
Now everyone knows I'm a nerd.
Yeah.
No!
See you, everyone.
Bye, dweebs.